followed by Scott Line, followed by Henry Hilton.
One, I'd like to speak as a bicyclist, that if you're really interested in reducing greenhouse gases, you don't take polluting buses, especially AC buses. When they talk about buses sharing the lane with bikes, they're going to have to do a complete retraining of their drivers. You can't ride on Telegraph today, no matter whether there are bike lanes or not, because they will park with their buses angling out to block a whole lane of traffic, let alone block a bike lane. Sharing a 15-foot lane is absurd with those drivers. But the other thing is you're talking about spending $250 million. I'd like you to look at what your consultants are saying is going to accomplish. There is going to be a 5-minute savings going from in the year 2025 when the traffic has increased 50%. There will be a 5-minute savings in travel time going from campus to the office. That whole savings is taken by destroying Telegraph Avenue because there's no difference in the 5-minute travel time anywhere else on this little map that you handed out tonight. That this thing is a farce. And if you're talking about spending $250 million to save 5 minutes for 10,000 people, that's a $25,000 per person expense saved for 5
Scott Lyons, followed by Henry Hilton, followed by Zachary Runningwolf.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'm a homeowner and a medical professional who lives and works on Webster Street in between Telegraph and Alta Bates. It's a very, very busy neighborhood now with cars searching for parking all day long, turning around in the driveway all day long. And I can't imagine, I think this plan looks, interesting and maybe even exciting on paper. I think in the real world it makes no sense at all to take a lane each direction off of Telegraph Avenue. If you want to experience what it'll be like, drive down Ashby toward the freeway on a Saturday afternoon, or try to go up or down College Avenue, a one-lane street each way, and it's gridlock. So I just really cannot imagine how this could possibly work. And I cross Telegraph all the time, and I see a lot of cars speeding through that light. I think it would be very dangerous with stressed out drivers trying to get up and down Telegraph. I just think it's a very bad idea. Thank you.
Henry Hilton, followed by Zachary Runningwolf, followed by Scott Mace.
Good evening, Henry Hilton, Berkeley resident for 20 years. I support BRT. I urge your support. Transportation is the largest source of air pollution in the Bay Area, not just greenhouse gases, but all the air pollutants we struggle with. So it's important for climate change, it's important for public health. We need innovative transportation improvements to reduce reliance on the automobile, and you have an opportunity to do that tonight. For the merchants on Telegraph, you have many challenges. I respect you for what you do. I support merchants on Telegraph. I go out of my way to shop on Telegraph. I urge my friends to do that. Sir, I bought 2 CDs that you needed tonight. I walked up there. I love your store. I love the avenue. An earlier speaker said we have to create community. I totally agree with that. And I think supporting walking, cycling, and transit use are much more effective at promoting community than encouraging people to travel around in steel boxes. So I encourage you to take a leadership position.
Thank you. Zachary Runningwolf, followed by Scott Mace, followed by Jay Primus.
Hi, my name is Zachary Runningwolf, and I'm opposed to the BRT. I ran for mayor. We had a similar case in South Berkeley when Mayor Bates and his development buddies basically tried to do the same thing that they're trying to do with the vendors they were doing with the flea market and doing high-density housing. If you look right below the surface, you're going to see the transit corridors are okay to be zoned for high-density housing. Cutting down more trees, and this is a developer's wet dream. So I urge you to basically vote no on the BRT.
Thank you.